I'd go like third or fourth. Yeah, it's my second time out here. I meant to say last time that I was out here that this place has one of the best bathrooms that I've ever been in my life. There's normally a bathroom attendant in here. He's not in here today. I'm a little bit let down because there's nothing like going into a place to piss and it's set up like a candy shop. And you can buy snacks and what have you. Like, when I was in here, I came in here last time, I was shocked that there was a brother in the bathroom that wasn't trying to rob me. He was handing out towels. I thought that was pretty cool, but I walked in there and it didn't smell like a regular bathroom. Like, you can't find a place that has a bathroom attendant around my way unless we have on a full three-piece suit. That's just not an option. But when I walked in there, there's one thing I took away with that bathroom with me, and I was like, I couldn't smell a drop of piss in there. It smells like hair gel and breath mints in there. Nice place, nicer than my apartment. Hopefully I'll get back one of these days. Let's see, what else is new with me? I'm finally in a relationship, finally settled down. Thank you. Must have seen my track record. Yeah, I finally got down with a nice girl, and I'm pretty happy about that. But the thing that I'm wondering, because it's one of those 50-50 type deals, where half of me is excited, you know, that I found a great woman that likes me, and then the other half of me is excited that I don't have to date anymore. Especially with the way the economy is, I really couldn't afford it. And the other thing about dating that I hated the most was the fact that I always would find women that had not just kids, but a lot of kids. And I'm okay, I got a child myself, I love kids, but damn, I mean, if we want to go out to eat and it's going to take more than one car, I can't fuck with you, because I don't drive. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, I'm home now. You guys that weren't here last week, I was lucky enough to get fired from my job, so that's why I'm out here hanging out. And yeah, thank you. And when you're home all the time during the day, like I am, you tend to do a lot of dumb shit that you don't really realize at first, but you catch it after the fact. So the day that I volunteered and said that I would be a chaperone at my daughter's field trip, you can kind of see where that goes. And the weird thing about it was, there's nothing quite like spending a day with a bunch of 10-year-olds at the Hershey's Chocolate Factory, which I'm sure Ed can appreciate. Yeah. So I show up for the school trip. I got dropped off. I don't work. So I show up, and the teachers are getting everybody together, and we're getting everything ready. And it was right then that I realized that all the parents, except for one other dad, we were all first-time chaperones. So that should have told me something right there. So I go in, and we're getting ready, and the teachers are, you know, putting name tags on the kids, you know, my daughter included. And it was at that point where the veteran dad, he kind of like waved for me to come over. So I was like, you know, I walk over, I say, hey, how you doing? I'm Isaiah. He says, hey there, Isaiah, I'm Neil. Is this your first time chaperoning? I said, yeah, this is it. I'm just out here, you know, hanging out with my daughter. He was like, all right, good. He said, well, listen, I'm going to head on over to the caravan and hit this joint a few times. If you don't like I know, you might want to come with me. So this is like my first time like being really responsible with my daughter. So one thing you don't want to do is be chaperoning the first time and get caught getting high. That's the last goddamn thing you want to do, right? So I said, all right, listen, man, nah, man, I can't do that, man. I'm out here. I said, nah, that shit's not right. He says, all right, no problem. I'll hold on to this for later then. Taps it down his shirt. I said, all right, no big deal. I go ahead and grab my daughter, and we're getting put in our pods. We were the C group, or caterpillars. That's how 10th graders do it, or the 10-year-olds do it. So we get on the bus, we start on our trip, and everything's nice and fine. The kids were very well behaved, and it kind of lulled me into a false sense of security, thinking that this is going to be pretty much a cakewalk. And then we pull up at Hershey's, and the gigantic Hershey's Kisses outside. And then the kids started getting excited and started bouncing around their chairs and shit, right? So I'm just like, all right, okay, I can handle this, no big deal. So the buses pull into the parking lot, and this sweet, sugary smell starts coming in through the windows, right? And that is when the shit got scary, because the kids started looking around like vampires and shit that smell blood, like blood, right? So like I'm getting a little edgy, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So we go into the field trip, and we're actually going on our tour now. and they're giving out candy the whole time. The kids are getting candy and all kinds of shit is going on. And like, by the time we got out into the lunchroom, these kids were in a full-out frenzy, like they were high off that KFC grill. They're running around and like, I had been doing really good with the name tags up until this point, but when all hell broke loose, man, I had all that sugar up in it, man, I was just like, Freckles, stop running. Hey, Snotty, pick this up. Leg race, ringworm, stop hitting each other. And it was at this time where I'm looking around and like kids are flying everywhere, and I caught eyes with another parent, and like we shared that look that said, I will never do this shit again a day in my life. And it was at that point, out the corner of my eye, I saw Neil over near a porta potty, and he was holding that joint like, me and his brother was back to back like face off in the porta potty like, oh goddamn, I just want to go home. My name's Isaiah, y'all.